Hello, I am Stuka Neupane. I am originally from Nepal. I am going to present my specific scientific method about the aeroplane.
In other international schools, students don't do portfolios till January. Here, students start doing portfolios every 23 days. So it creates an urgency for them to learn English when they know that they have to present their work before a panel of their peers, visitors, and teachers. And that's how they're going to be evaluated. So in January, they present their last subject. They do a fairly lengthy reflective letter of what they've learned, what their strengths are academically, in terms of their English skills, how they learned it, what is their participation and impact on the community. And for 45 minutes, their peers are questioning them on what it was that they learned on their projects.
The rule is T equals to 4. T represents the number of square, T represents the number of square. X represents the step number. For each step, we add in 4 square. They are like step numbers.
How many squares would be in step 10?
Step 10? Maybe step 10, maybe 102.
Well, where are you getting your answer from?
Oh.
In step 10?
I remember at the beginning of the year, you spoke some English. You never spoke English at the beginning of the year. And now you do. Now you do. Your English has definitely improved. Yours has definitely improved. Yours have too. And so it's interesting, at the beginning of the year, the 3 of you were probably 3 of maybe 5 or 10. I am a science teacher here at Ellis Preparatory Academy. I was a little bit hesitant to join on with a completely new school. I was really about to sign on with Bronx International, and Norma was really insisting upon meeting, so I met with her. And within about 5 minutes, she convinced me to work here.
Eli Saul is extremely bored. You're bored, right? Pedro has his head down. When Pedro has his head down, I know it's time to move on.
Jeremy is a part of a mentoring program or a teacher apprenticeship program called the iStart program.
I graduated from Brandeis University in the spring of just this past year. I'm the young guy on staff. I was interested in this system because I'm very interested in working with students from kind of underserved communities, kind of poor minority communities. And the students in international schools have the added challenge of being immigrants and not speaking English well.
A lot of times teachers have high standards and high expectations for the 5 or 6 that they can teach. But he has them for all of them. And that's key, because if you really believe that all of your kids can make it, then they get that.
Always look for a way to we understand everything.
It's like you the big brother we have. It's like
aplauso.
I enjoy interacting with them in that way, and I've told them that, you know, after they graduate, I look at them as being people who will be my friends. You know, they're closer in age to me than the faculty are, really. You know, and I really like them. They're good people. There's a lot of really interesting people here. A lot of people, very nice people, and just a lot of inspirational people. Musa, for instance, this guy right here says the other day to me in class 2 days ago, he brings his paper. He says, Mr. Jeremy, I'd like to make a point. And I said, Musa, how did you get that English? And what did you say?
Excuse me.
Yes.
I'm training with the CNN every day.
Yes, he watches CNN every day.
I watch the TV and listen Anderson Cooper, John King, something like
CNN.
He watches Anderson Cooper and Wolf Blitzer every day.
They say something I didn't know, I write it, I do in my dictionary.
I guess when I think of him, I think of someone, you know, like he's kind of the ideal combination of a social worker, counselor, and a teacher. You know, someone who is equally as invested in a student's social and emotional needs as he is in their academics.
He helped all students in Ellis. He always question about how do you feel, how do you understand it, how you don't understand, what do you need.
As a student, my favorite teachers were the ones who made that extra effort to get to know the students and not just be there for them for the course material, but to be there for them when they need somebody. You're very good people. You're my favorite class. I love this class. They're wonderful. You're wonderful. You're wonderful.
It's not about him. It's about what is it in my time here that I could do to make their lives better.
Does a suspension have a solution solvent or no?
Nope.
No. Why not?
Oh, it's not mixed together?
Exactly. Excellent. Pound it.
I don't know. I just want to tell you, Mr. Jeremy is a current teacher.
Jeremy fits into that team of faculty members that I have that all really believe, yeah, these kids can make it regardless of what their challenges are.
It doesn't feel like a hierarchy. These are people who are my friends. I'm not here and they're up here, you know? And it's not like that. It's a pretty awesome thing. It's a pretty awesome situation.
Alice, I think is the best school that I came here because I came before like a couple of years. I was in other school, like 3 schools already. But I don't like those schools. This is the best school, I like it.
I think they're worth teaching, and they shouldn't be throwaways. I don't want our immigrant kids just to be tracked into vocational, you know, or he could be a mechanic, and that they're not entitled to anything better. And that's wrong, you know. So they're worth the work.
How many times in a life do we change into ourselves before we know it? Or is there any place along the way where you can just stay like a knot in a string? Or does it have to end before you really see it?